Donald Trump thought he was walking into the NATO summit in the Hague Netherlands today like the king of the world. But he could not have been more wrong. After his humiliating crash out on the White House lawn today over the Israel-Iran ceasefire, or rather lack thereof, Trump arrived to the NATO summit and almost immediately humiliated himself by donning a USA hat and walking feebly down the stairs of Air Force One, where he'd already humiliated himself to the press, then hopped into his presidential limo where he was met by resounding boos from the Dutch citizenry. We've got all those moments of Agent Orange embarrassing himself coming up, so drop a like and subscribe if you too enjoy seeing Donald Trump humiliate himself on the world stage. And let's start chronologically here with this absolutely viral clip of Donald Trump losing his shit this morning over his incredibly successful ceasefire.
Iran violated the peace agreement and the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Ironic words coming from the guy whose airstrikes failed to destroy Iran's nuclear sites, and the guy who faked Iran's retaliatory attacks. We made a video about that yesterday, you can check it out here. But moving on, after boarding Air Force One, the conversation finally shifted to NATO, specifically Article 5, the cornerstone of the alliance that stipulates that an armed attack against one member shall be considered attacks against them all. And here's how Trump responded to a question about that.
Are you still committed to Article 5 of NATO?
Depends on your definition. There's numerous definitions of Article 5, you know that, right? But I'm committed to being their friends. You know, I've become friends with many of those leaders, and I'm committed to helping them.
No, it doesn't have multiple definitions, and similar to his greeting from the Dutch, his answer about his commitment to the article there sounds like a resounding no. Then, to simultaneously save some face and toot his own horn, Donald Trump posted fawning messages from NATO boss Mark Rutte, aka the Trump Whisperer, praising his actions with Iran. Which is hilarious because Trump seemed to think these were genuine fawning messages and not humiliating attempts at placating his grandiose ego. And I'll show you the messages now, but let's just remember that he earned the nickname the Trump Whisperer back in 2018 when he saved a NATO conference that Trump derailed by complaining about NATO spending in the alliance, by confirming that NATO had been holding up their end of the bargain and lying to Trump that he deserved the credit. Now, I'm no language expert, but you tell me if these seem genuine or oddly Trumpian messages. Mr. President, dear Donald, congratulations and thank you for your decisive action in Iran that was truly extraordinary and something no one else dared to do. It makes us all safer. You are flying into another big success in The Hague this evening. It was not easy, but we've gotten them all signed on to 5%. Donald, you have driven us to a really, really important moment for America and Europe and the world. You will achieve something no American president in decades could get done. Europe is going to pay in a big way, as they should, and it will be your win. Safe travels, and see you at His Majesty's dinner. Mark Rutte. And while that level of ego-sucking is truly humiliating for Mark Rutte here, it also doesn't bode well that the leader of the free world needs to be praised like a toddler who put his toys away in order to make a meeting of the world's greatest military alliance go smoothly. But even that wasn't as humiliating as what happened when Donald Trump got off the plane.
And we now see President Trump stepping out of Air Force One as he's arriving in the Netherlands for the NATO summit. Let's continue to listen in here to see if we get any comments from the president.
On the bright side, he didn't fall down the stairs, though he looked like a feeble old man going down them. But then, he hopped in his limo and drove through the streets of the Netherlands, and this happened. Yep, seems like the Dutch, much like many of us, are no fans of Donald Trump.
Let's go. I knew it! Thank you, Donald! You're a fucking traitor! 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 You're a traitor! 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 You're a fucking traitor! Traitor! You're a traitor! You're a traitor! Fuck you! Fuck you!
As always, thanks for watching, folks. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, as we'll be making more videos covering Trump at the NATO conference, as well as all of the other cultural and political news that you need to know. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse, and I'll see you guys in the next one.